Hello, I'm still Adam. I'm still in the cupboard, and this is the next couple of chapters of Tecno Man. You're definitely not ready for this. Chapter 3. The next morning, Mike quickly ate his toast and drank his milk, and then for some strange reason, he ate his plate. Solid start. Try not to eat the plates, dear. It's bad for your teeth, and we're going to the dentist tomorrow, said his mum, as if nothing strange had happened. Silly old bat, whispered Mike, and he set off to school. When he arrived, everyone handed in their essays, except Mike. Hand it in, Tecno. Come on, what's your excuse? Inquired Mrs. Smith. Somebody's ate it, miss, answered Mike, being cocky. Who, may I ask? Me, miss, he told her in an obviously kind of voice. 100 lines, Mike. In games time, said the annoyed teacher. Enough of that, though. It's playtime, everybody. No one's staying inside. It's a lovely day. Fair enough. Solid response from the teacher. These first two paragraphs kind of lull you into a false sense of security. Ah, Mickey has to stay in for not handing in his essay. Poor you. Ha ha ha, said Robert, the school bully, in a voice that you would speak to babies with. Shut up, flatface. You're just a mummy's boy, answered Mike. By the way, you like guns? Yeah, I got one at home, in a matter-of-fact voice by Robert. Then a thing that happens only in stories, an amazing and deadly thing. Mike's arm turned into an SMG machine gun and it fired at Robert 26 times and killed him. Yep, that's right. Mike Tecno, the main character of this story, what the whole story is named after, kills, admittedly the school bully, but still a child in cold blood, just out of nowhere. I've then got a horrific drawing of Mike seeming pretty pleased with himself while he kills this terrified child. There's a hole in Robert and there's blood everywhere. I'm not sure whether that's where you thought the story was going. The next paragraph, I should warn you, is definitely a turning point in the whole of the book. The noise was immense. Because of this, the head teacher, Mr. Pompous, ran outside and stared at the incident. Tecno, my office now, Pompous cried. Shan't, replied Mike. Expelled, Tecno, you're expelled, go, the head teacher said, trying to hide how scared he was. Hilda, darling, will you ring the police now? Now, 999. What a weird response, but okay, I'm just going to skip over it. Hello, police, there's a mad boy with a gun, Mrs. Speck said. Kendall in Burton, Woodmore School. Mike thought this was hilarious and screamed out laughing. His arm turned into a top-of-the-range rocket launcher, and that was the end of the school. Yep, he blew up the school because he was going to be expelled. This is the good main character of this book. He just blew up a school with everyone in it. Did you expect that? That's not even the twist ending of this chapter. But underneath the gravel, Polly Tentacle crawled out. Robert was her boyfriend, and Mike wasn't the only one with a secret. She had one. A very unusual one. I don't know why I needed a cliffhanger for this chapter. Mike just went on a killing rampage. There's an illustration for this one. There's a load of fire. I'm guessing the remnants of a school, a maths book, and a chicken. Doesn't make sense. Also, Polly's Tentacle isn't a name, as all of these names don't make sense. Mr. Pompous, Mrs. Specs, Mike Tecno himself. Okay, on to chapter 4. Giant chickens and turkeys have invaded Germany today, demanding Tecno Man and lots of birdseed, the TV confirmed. Everyone is going into hiding. The police station is getting crowed with complaints. They are eating people and animals, not bothering what the taste is like. Like, that's the issue. Like, the fact that they're not seasoning the people before they eat them is the main thing. But okay, I'm just going to brush over that. Not just that, they are laying about 1 million eggs per minute. Soon they will be taking over the world. So if you're out there, Tecno Man, show yourself. There's a massive reward of £1 billion will be rewarded to the person who gets rid of these huge farm animals. Not great grammar. I thought April Fool's Day was last week. Man, these TV presenters are getting worse by the minute, Mike's mum explained. Giant chickens? Who do they think they are? But if it were real, we'd sort out the hunger problems for sure. And there would be a lot of chicken and turkey for sandwiches and curry. That's not the takeaway that she should be thinking about. She should not be thinking about, oh, chickens, tasty. She should be thinking about the fact that chickens are eating people. The deaths, the deaths not gonna affect her. Also, did she not hear about her son blowing up the school? Mike stopped listening. Curry, that's the best, especially Mum's chicken and mushroom. And if I had £1 billion, I'd be able to buy as much sauce as I want to. And then I'd never get hungry again, Mike thought. Again, that is not the takeaway that they should have taken from this story. Everyone's dying. Chickens are taking over the world. And both Mike and his mum are just thinking about chicken curry. All right, I like chicken curry. I guess I loved it even more then. He is right. £1 billion would get you a lot of chicken curry. Last paragraph. Mum, can I borrow your credit card, please? Asked Mike. Okay, if you're going to buy tea, then okay, his mum answered. And can I go to Fred's for a sleepover, please? Mike continued. Maybe for a week, a month, maybe. Of course, it's good to have friends, his mum quoted. That seems like a weirdly lenient thing for Mike's mum to do. So Tecno gathered his things, a penknife, catapult, leather whip from his holidays, and a baseball. Next he grabbed an apple, avoiding the bananas because of the incident, and set off on an amazing journey. And there's him at the bottom of the page. So many things to unpack in the past 2 chapters. Why was I ever allowed into society after writing this book? There's 2 main characters. One killed his bully and then killed the whole school. And then the bully's girlfriend is now killing everyone. Oh, and she's a giant chicken. What? If anyone was expecting that, please let me know. I feel like it's a bit of a twist. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that he's got a leather whip. He's a 10-year-old. Why has he got a leather whip? Okay, that's the end of chapter 3 and 4. Let's just go through a summary. Mike ate a plate. He forgot his homework. He killed his bully. Blew up the school. The bully's girlfriend became a giant chicken. She took over the world. And now Mike's going to try and kill all the chickens so that he can have chicken and mushroom curry. That's what these 2 chapters sum up to. There's 4 more chapters. It takes a lot more turns. So if you want to hear the next couple, I'm going to post it on YouTube and then Facebook at some point when I can be bothered. I don't know how to end this, so